Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to this week's angel message on There is an Angel for That. Have you ever had one of those moments where you just suddenly notice the same symbol appearing again and again? Maybe it appears on jewelry, it could be a sign, it could be a picture, it could even be something that happens in your dreams. Sometimes those little moments are actually our angels trying to get our attention. And the symbol that I've been very strongly guided to talk about this week is the symbol of a key. And interestingly enough, something happened yesterday and it really caught my attention. I was doing a little bit of organizing in my bedroom closet and I had this basket that was up on the shelf. And all I did was go to reach up there and lift this little basket down. And as soon as I did that, I had this little key, this beautiful, tiny little key, just it kind of fell down and landed on the ground. And I remember picking it up and I just paused for a moment when I held it. And because sometimes when little things like that happen, you just have that quiet feeling, this is just not random. So as I held this little tiny key in my hand, I just immediately felt like my guardian angel was coming in around me. And she was just nudging me. She was just saying, Yvonne, I want you to pay attention to this. So at the end of the day, yesterday, I placed this little key on my nightstand before I went to bed. Now, during the night, my angels appeared to me in my dreams, and I ask for this a lot for them to come in, to help me, to guide me, so that it's not an uncommon thing for me. It's something that I ask and I encourage of my angels each and every night before I go to bed. So my angels did appear, and when they came in, they said to me, Yvonne, I really want you to talk about the symbol of the key in today's message, because I was told that this message is also for anybody else here that's watching this video. And that's why I felt so strongly guided to share this with you, because sometimes the signs, when they appear in those simplest ways, right? Through something small that suddenly catches our attention. They're just my sign and symbol like, hey, pause here because this little sign has some meaning. Now, that's not the only thing that happened, and I'm just going to reach here to get my phone because this morning somebody was asking me for a certain picture and I was scrolling through my phone to go find it. And what happened was I actually came across this beautiful little image here, and I'm going to try to post it. If you're in my Facebook group, I'll post this later. I'm going to read to you what's on it because it's going to be hard to see even if I hold it up. I don't think you can see it with the reflection, but it also has to do with keys. So I just thought this was so great. I had completely forgotten that I had this, but I knew when I read it that there was no coincidences that I came across this today. To me, it felt like another one of those nudges from the angels confirming that the symbol of the key was something I was meant to talk about. So I'm going to read this to you. It's really small. It's just so beautiful and I love it. So it has, it's about 5 things that you can do in your day. And the first one that it has on here, it says every morning, say thank you 3 times before your feet hits the floor. Now, I thought that was so interesting because if you watched my video last week, I did spend a little bit of time talking about number 3, the spiritual significance of the 3. Right? The 3 carries the energy of creation, expansion, and alignment. It's that body, mind, and spirit. So that was the first one that they have on here. And I guess the other thing I just want to say that is even something as simple as beginning your day with, thank you 3 times, I really feel like that can become a powerful way to start your day in gratitude and in awareness. Okay, so that was the first one. And then number 2 says, when showering, visualize shimmering gold water with protective light filling up your aura. And this is something I was taught to do a long time ago. So every time I do shower, this is exactly what I do. Number 3, it says, bless your coffee, your morning coffee or tea, depending on what you drink, or water, whatever it is that you drink, with vibes of productivity and creativity. And so that's also something that I do. Being a Reiki master, I love to do the Choco Ray symbol and bless over anything I eat or drink during the day. Okay, so here's, because you're probably wondering what are you doing with this? Here's where the key comes in. Number 4, it says, every time you use your keys, visualize they are unlocking opportunities to get you closer to your dreams. I just love that. So just keep that in your mind every time you use your keys. That is just so beautiful. And then the last one they have on here, number 5, is before you fall asleep, visualize cords of attachment. Okay. Oh, I could do a whole video on that. That we can talk about that a whole other day. But the cords of attachment from connecting anybody you connected with during the day. What it's saying here is before you fall asleep, visualize those cords connecting you to everybody you met that day. You just gently send that energy back to them. Okay. So anyways, I just thought that this was I just love it because the key came up again while I was trying to even just talk about this key here. So what really stood out for me was the part about the key unlocking opportunities, because most of us use our keys many times throughout the day. We have many different types of keys, right? They could be house keys, car keys. Maybe you have a job where you have to unlock keys in your office. But most of us will probably pick up a key at some point during the day. Mailbox keys, anything. So what a powerful idea if you could pause every time you do that and just imagine those keys are unlocking opportunities and blessings into your life. I just think that that's just really sweet. Now, in the spiritual world, for me, I really feel keys are a powerful symbol. They represent something that's unlocking in your life. It may be a new opportunity. It might be a realization. It maybe even be a solution to something that you've been wondering about, or even just a new door that's beginning to open for you. And interestingly enough, a couple weeks ago, I believe we recorded a video on here where the angels kept showing me an image of a door in my mind's eye, and I talked about it in that video. So it's interesting that we got the door. So I almost feel like this is a continuation of that message. Sometimes the angels first show us the door, that possibility, the opportunity, that next chapter, right? And now later, they're reminding us that we already hold the key to walk through it. So when angels show us the symbol of the key, again, this is just your reminder, something important might be ready to shift or to move forward for you. So this week, I would really say I would invite you to watch for the symbol of the key. You might see it on jewelry. It might be a picture of a key. It might be a symbol somewhere that you don't even expect to see it. It could even be something unusual that might happen involving your own set of keys you have. Okay. But when you notice it, I always say when I do this, it triggers something, and now you will notice something with the key. So that's why I'm saying when you notice it, pause for a moment, and I just want you to ask yourself, what might be opening up for me right now? Okay. So with that in mind, I also just want to take a moment to see what guidance our angels have for us this week. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull one card from the deck because I just want to see what some general guidance. I'm going to be using my Angel Wisdom Tarot. Here's my Angel Wisdom Tarot deck today. So I'm just going to knock 3 times, like I said last week, and let's just shuffle and let's just see what message, what card. Oh, I got a card that just jumped out here. And what card did we get? We got the Magician card. So I'll hold it up here for you. Hopefully you can see this card. And I love this card. This one here, this is what we call a major arcana card. And the archangel that is connected to this card, in the corner, it has the R and the Z. This is Archangel Raziel. And Archangel Raziel is often described as that angel of divine wisdom, that angel of sacred knowledge. I refer to him as my esoteric wizard. So he can really help reveal hidden truths. And he's an angel that can really remind us about those deeper spiritual laws that guide our lives. So the magician appears when we're being reminded that we already have everything we need to move forward. Okay, that's a basically what this card's coming down to. You have the tools, you have the abilities, you have the inspiration, you have that inner wisdom. So this card speaks about, this is all about manifestation. It's all about creativity. It's about stepping into your personal power. And it reminds us that our thoughts, our intentions, and our actions have the ability to shape what comes next. Okay. Now, sometimes the wisdom that Archangel Raziel reveals is actually very simple. It's about that door that you've been waiting for may already be in front of you. The key that you need, that may already be in your hands. Okay. So if the symbol of the key appears for you this week, take it as that loving reminder that something in your life might be ready to unlock. Perhaps it's a new idea, a new opportunity, or perhaps it's even a new level of understanding about yourself, perhaps your path. Okay. But it's a very beautiful card. And then the last thing that I want to say about this is if you have ever taken one of my classes where I teach about Archangel Raziel, I always teach each archangel with three different signs and symbols that you know they're around. And interestingly enough, the key is what goes with Archangel Raziel. So again, no coincidences here that this archangel wanted to step forward as well. Okay. So I really hope that this was helpful for you. Thank you so much for spending your time and your energy with me today. Please remember that signs and symbols can appear in many, many different ways. They could be through repeat numbers, animals like I talked about last week, feathers, or those little moments that just seem to catch your attention at just the right moment. So again, if you happen to see the symbol of the key, I would love to hear about it. Okay. Please feel free to share in the comments below. If you're in the Facebook group, please feel free to go in there and write a comment about the key if you found a key. Okay. And also, please remember to like and subscribe to this channel if it resonated with you, as I don't want you to miss any of the upcoming videos I have. So until next time, please keep your heart open, trust your intuition, and I want you to always remember, no matter what your situation is, there is an angel for that. So angel blessings to you all, and I will see you again next week. Bye for now.